future's right here, looking through the window.
Great.
So let's get started.
Let's do it.
All right. Excited?
Wow.
Hi, Psychic. How are you today?
Shout outs from the
So
chat
yeah,
room.
Chris has got the chat here, so he can see what you're saying, obviously, because we were just reading
Yep.
what you guys were saying.
So if you guys have any
And,
questions, feel free to ask Chris.
so
He'll
go
be
ahead.
watching the chat.
All right.
And
So we
before
can
I
go
get
ahead
out
and
there-
we got to spend our skill points here.
Yep.
Yep. So, okay, who do we have on screen right now? We have Zero.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zero's got 3 different skill trees. We've talked about this a little before, so I'm going to go over it pretty quickly
Sure.
because I know there are some repeat viewers here.
Absolutely.
So his sniping tree is all about long-range combat. It's about being the best sniper you can, and to the point where some of his abilities will even highlight critical parts of the enemy
Okay.
to show you where the critical spot is. Now,
Very cool.
cunning is all about deceiving your enemies and being essentially, I love this icon here, a shark on the battlefield, so to speak.
This one here.
Yeah, ambush.
And then the last one.
And Bloodshed is all about close combat. It's all about melee. It's all about being a ninja. As you go through that, you unlock the ability to dash, and you unlock the ability to start chaining kills together.
Nice.
So it's really cool and a really different gameplay style than what you've used previously in Zero.
Absolutely. So let's see if we could go to and cut to Axton's, and you can go through Axton's skill
All
tree
right.
really quickly.
So yeah, you want to quickly go overview
Yeah.
the 3 trees we got.
Gorilla is all about filling the battlefield with as much bullets and carnage as possible. Gunpowder in the middle here.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Sorry.
Gunpowder in the middle is all about, how to say, it's all about explosions, but using them tactically.
All right.
As what's cool about all of Axton's abilities, he has a saber turret. He throws it down, and it helps out in battle. As normally what that does is it appears a couple feet in front of him or to his side. But with Longbow, it can actually spawn across the battlefield now, which really changes up your strategy. And then towards the bottom of the skills tree here, you'll actually find Nuke, which sets off a nuclear explosion. Hi, we've got some friends over here, including Anthony Birch, who's going to come under and appear on camera to wave at everybody. Anthony's the lead rider of the game.
We hear you guys that we're having a problem with the mics. We're getting them fixed right now for you guys. And so we can keep going. Anthony Burst, come on, get in here. Look, this is absolutely correct. Special guest. He's a special.
Anthony, come on back
guest.
a little more. You got to lean in here.
Come on.
There you go.
We can make it. We can make it.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's you can hear Anthony's fan crowd over there.
Yeah, my posse.
Groupies.
Wow, you do have a posse.
My ladies.
All right.
Okay. Everybody's,
What we playing?
We're playing Zero and Axton.
Nice.
look at chat, they're actually asking what you're playing.
And then you're going to explain the last tree real quick.
Sure, Axton's survival tree is all about increasing the survivability on the field and reducing the amount of damage he and his teammates take.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, I'm going with Gorilla for sure.
Gorilla's good.
Yeah.
Keeping your sentry out for a really long time is awesome, especially with the tactical retreat where you can sort of grab it and then get your cooldown back.
Yep.
You can actually get your cooldown really, really short if your saber turret's out for long enough. You just grab it quick enough.
All right.
I love Scorched Earth.
Multi-rocket pack.
Yeah, Scorched Earth is, you can't really complain with rockets.
Exactly. Why would you ever not
Yeah.
choose it? All right. And I like to speed up when I kill guys. That's exciting.
That's a good one.
And I love grenades. So we're going to go here. Here.
Oh, wow, you get top tier, too. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
here at the
there we
show.
go.
Yeah, everybody here is at level 32, which is about where you're going to be at the end of your first playthrough.
Ready to go,
right.
Greg?
All right. I'm following
it.
Sasha here.
By the way, Anthony, since we're in Orchasm, since we have Innuendo Bot here,
Right.
I've been watching Innuendo Bot all weekend, and I'm still seeing new lines.
Are you really?
What are some of your favorite lines from Innuendo Bot?
Oh, God. I don't know. The thing is that all the lines are actually awful when written out and said by anybody who's not Chris Sabat, because he just does this natural robot voice that, like, makes them all work.
Yeah. And for those that aren't aware, Christopher Sabat has been in a lot of different things,
Yeah.
including Dragon Ball Z and Duke Nukem Forever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go up to him and say, hey, say over 9,000, he'll look really upset, and then he'll do it.
All right, Sasha, I'm following your lead here because
All right.
you're the expert.
We'll just wait here in the until they start spawning.
Do you have to get going, sir?
No, I'm telling them to leave without me because my posse will wait for me forever if I don't tell them to go because this jacket's so good.
Oh, they are coming in.
All right, so now you guys are facing off. Who do we have on screen here? Oh, Axton. Nice.
Here we go.
Oh, we switch over to Zero.
Ah, yeah.
Sasha, what tree did you go down?
I went down, I believe. Hold on, let's see. I will show you
Oh,
in
yeah.
just a moment. Right here, cutting.
The cunning tree.
Yep.
All right.
Cunning is awesome. That is my favorite tree for Zero.
And it looks like right in front of you, if you go back, you actually knocked the leg off one of those loaders.
I
oh,
did.
And he's just crawling around there. Look
Oh,
at him.
he wants to be fixed. Look at him.
Yeah, that's actually the wrench icon above his head indicates that a surveyor is going to come to him and try and reconstruct that leg, which is a really cool mechanic. So you can't let them sit for too long or they will start to heal.
Yep.
Yeah. The
He'll
cool
get
thing
his
about
leg
the
back.
loaders is that
I
their
should really
strength
use a
is
better
also
weapon.
their weakness. They have all these different things they can do with their different limbs, but you can also blow those things off. But then when they get rehealed, you're actually kind of screwed. They actually have a bunch of different critical hit spots, which you think would make them easier, but it totally doesn't.
All right.
No, Axton's got himself a rocket launcher.
I'm a fan of rocket launchers.
Yeah, well, the rocket launchers are awesome in this game,
Whoa.
especially the teeter one that you've got, because now when you reload it, it's just another rocket,
Yes.
essentially.
He just throws it.
Yeah,
I will shoot rockets and then I will throw a rocket.
yeah.
Here we go. Yeah.
Boom! And it's
Oh,
always
bam.
drunken, and half the time you don't hit anything, but when you do, it's like, oh my god, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
All right, so as
Got
we're
him.
going through the game here, does anybody have any questions? We've got chat right in front of us, so we can pull from that.
Yeah.
I really
Oh.
want Sasha to spend her last point.
So I reloaded it and then pointed at the
Right,
ground.
oh, yeah, yeah.
And almost blew myself up.
Oh yeah. There's
was-
a special
that was
kind
pretty
of anguish
amusing.
that you only get from blowing yourself up with a TD or reload.
One of the actual really cool TDR legendary weapons that you'll find is someone called the Baby Maker, right?
Yeah.
And what that does is when it doesn't just spawn, when it explodes, it spawns multiple guns that then go off and explode and so forth and so on.
Yeah, it's basically every time you reload, you're like shooting a couple of grenades at your enemies.
Okay, it looks like we've got some questions.
Oh wow.
That was a nice
Two with
shot.
one rocket, well done.
Yeah, I was happy about that one.
Wow,
Oh,
we got
man.
a lot of questions.
Most of them based on whether or not Sasha is single, which we're not prepared to answer those.
So, but I'm going to go ahead and take Spartan 9395's question, which is how long is the single player?
Whoa.
And really, that depends on how you play the game.
Yeah.
Like, it depends if you're going straight through the story missions, if you start doing some of the optionals, if you're looking to do the challenges, the badass points, if you're looting all the areas, if you're exploring, if you're playing in co-op, if you're playing single player, if you're doing playthrough 1, playthrough 2.
But that said, a long time. Like we have
Yeah.
a metric ton of side quests, and we have the Brady Game guys who are doing the strategy guide. We're like, play through the whole, just do a full playthrough of just first playthrough, and tell us how long it takes. And doing all the side quests, all the plot missions, it ended up around, what was it, 40 hours?
I think it was a little bit more than that. I
Like
can't remember
40, 50.
exactly.
It was like 40, 50 hours, and that's just first playthrough. So you haven't even gotten your character to max level yet, and you haven't even gotten the all the skills you can possibly get
that's
with
a
them.
big
And also, that's just one character.
And that's one character. So yeah,
And that's one loadout too. I mean,
yeah,
you
one
have-
character, one loadout.
Uh-oh.
each character has 3 skill
Got him.
trees. We've got 4 characters in the base game, and we're working on the 5th one right now.
Right. Yeah, if you basically actually want to get all your characters up to that level, and really the thing that's cool about the other characters is that it's a completely different game depending on what character you play as. As you can see, the Axton and the Zero are playing very differently from one another. Axton just wrecking shit with a massive rocket launcher, and Zero's going more close combat.
I'm
with
really
you.
liking this rocket launcher.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
dude.
The throwing that third shot, I almost want to get all my kills just with that.
oh yeah, no, it's.
I'll
there are
start
definitely
firing my
challenges
2
for that.
rockets at the ceiling and then
What you actually might want to do is fire one rocket, and then when you reload, because it'll actually have the power of the rocket that you left in the rocket launcher. The cool thing about TDR is that the more bullets you leave in the clip when you reload, the more powerful the explosion is. But you also run the risk of losing that much more ammo if your shot doesn't hit when you reload.
So I'm going to take another question from the chat real quick. Somebody asked about co-op, and if do we still support split screen on the couch? And yes, on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, you can play the game in co-op split screen.
And then also take it online.
Take it online. And what's really cool, and I don't know if we've really talked about this much, but when you're playing in split screen, you can actually choose between whether or not you do the vertical split or
Yeah.
the horizontal split.
Yep. I'm a purist
Did-
for the
did
horizontal because
Sasha
I
leave me
love the
behind?
Days
Oh,
of
there we go.
N64.
How you doing over there?
I was looking for you.
Oh, I went back up to Mr. Innuendo bot because we finished wave 1.
All right, let's see. I'm just going to rapid fire some of these questions real quick. Can we land the game? Yes, Borderlands supports LAN, and on the PC, Borderlands 2 even supports offline LAN. Are we using Windows Live? Borderlands
Steamworks,
2
son.
Yes.
Steamworks.
Hello,
Anthony,
Greg.
you just cut right to the chase.
All right.
Sorry, yeah.
No, ready for wave 2? We're
Oh,
starting
wave
wave
two.
2.
Yep.
Someone asked what kind of DLC we can expect. We've actually been thinking about that a whole lot since we just got finished with Borderlands 2, and now it's gold. It's actually been off to manufacturing, and will be in store shelves in just over 2 weeks.
That's scary.
So first things first, we started working on a new character called the Necromancer.
Oh, you're out of ammo. Oh, crap. You want to get the
Completely
reload
out.
that way.
She'll be available.
That's right. This is corrosive. You're going to wreck with this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Corrosive tears up the bots like there's no tomorrow.
So we
What's
got
cool about the doll is that if you iron sight, you can go into burst fire mode. A lot of only couple shots in a burst, but super accurate. No recoil on those.
Yeah, it's nice. It's almost like a sniper.
Right.
Yeah. All the doll weapons allow for burst fire when you go into iron sight.
All right, we got this. No problem.
All right.
Oh, guys coming from the
the
side.
Spoon Man
My
keeps
turn.
asking us about how Iridium works. I think he really wants to know.
Sure. So Iridium is basically a separate currency in the game. There's a black market run by Crazy Earl from the first game, who basically, if you give Iridium to Crazy Earl, you can buy all sorts of things. You can buy things to upgrade the size of your backpack, things to upgrade the size of your bank, which you have in Sanctuary, which is a new feature in Borderlands 2. They can increase the amount of ammo you can carry for every individual gun, including grenades. Like you can carry up to double grenades from what you start with, essentially. And it also acts as a currency for our raid boss, which I forgot we can start talking about now. Yeah, like you'll use Iridium you'll pay an Iridium, get inside and fight Terramorphous the Invincible if you so wish.
Yeah.
But it's yeah.
No, it's really cool. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got a lot of questions streaming in. Anthony, do you want to talk about E-Tech, or do you think that should be something we should hold off on for a little bit?
You're the marketing guy, you tell me. I can talk about anything, but you
I'm
have to tell me
trying to
what I
make-
can.
Yeah, we can talk about E-Tech.
Okay, do you
but
want to know who
just-
dies in the main plot? You want to know?
No one dies. It's all happiness and rainbows. And Pandora corns.
Pandora. Oh, nice shirt. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, does everybody know you can actually get that in the game?
Yeah, it's a shirt that Salvador wears, and it's available in our store right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Shop.gearboxsoftware.com.
My favorite thing about the customization we have is that the pink Pandora corn, that's this shirt, is actually one of the rarest shirts in the entire game. So when you see a guy coming at you with a pink shirt that has a unicorn on it, you're like, oh my god, he's a badass. Like, you must have done something really cool to have the girliest shirt in the world. Like, that's awesome to me.
I didn't know it was one of the rarest.
Yeah,
shirts.
It is.
That's
It's one of the
awesome.
rarest shirts in the game.
Uh-oh.
So, to go into the E-Tech question, just real quick.
Yeah.
E-Tech, they're super rare weapon parts. And the way Borderlands works is weapons are procedurally generated. We've got a pool of parts, and the computer kind of assembles them from there. And that's where your stats come from, that's where your behaviors come from. And E-Tech is one of the really top tier parts. There's a storyline tie-in, which I think you can speak to a little bit about Hyperion.
Yeah. Basically, whoops. Basically, after the vault opened, a bunch of Iridium sort of started sprouting up everywhere on Pandora, and Iridium has a bunch of really interesting uses, whether as a currency or as a technological thing. So Hyperion sort of licensed out what we call Iridium Tech E-Tech weapons to all the other manufacturers, and they made ridiculous bank, which is how they got so rich, and they can basically take over Pandora. But yeah, E-Tech is basically, by the time you start finding E-Tech weapons, it'll be, pretty far into the game because they're so rare.
Right.
And you're like, oh yeah, there's so many guns. I'm still seeing new stuff, but
I'm down.
I know what an
Where are
SMG
you?
does. And then you find an E-Tech SMG that shoots like fire beams of pulsing fire and stuff. You're like, oh my god, I actually don't know anything. And they just basically change the way every gun works. Assault rifles become, Star Wars blaster rifles, and they feel totally different and feel totally awesome. A sniper rifle becomes a rail gun, and they change the way they behave, and they just do a lot more damage. And just visually, they're much more spectacular. But they drop just like any other gun, but they're really rare. And when you find one, it's just like, because they have all these little emissive glowy bits on them and things like. I feel like a child when I find one, because I'm like, look at all the shiny things. What are the stats? I don't know, but it's shiny. But then the stats are also usually pretty awesome.
Yeah, I found one that shot a rolling ball of electricity that bounced around the room.
Oh my god, I haven't found that one actually.
It was insane.
Oh yeah. Oh, that must have been a shotgun, right?
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the cool thing. We've been traveling around the world showing off Borderlands to everybody. And whenever we stop in a new place, we're always finding something new. And we have to stop the demonstration sometimes just because we're like, whoa, wait, hold on.
What is that?
Yeah, what's
There
that
we
do?
go.
I've never seen that.
Oh yeah.
And
No, I've played through this game, I think actually like 9 times in full with all the characters, and I'm still seeing new stuff.
Well, yeah, and you've been on the project since the very beginning for over how many years now?
2.5 years.
Yeah, and you've been sitting in the same room as all the other major players with the game.